What's the name of this show? Do You Even Binge?
Do You Even Binge? Welcome to You Even Binge, man. Forget about my haircut. We're going to edit it out later on.
No, I don't think so. How was your weekend? What'd you do? You went to Texas. Dallas
I went
and
to
Waco.
Texas, to Grand Prairie, Texas. It got crazy at Grand Prairie, Texas. I don't know how it started, but I was doing a bit. I was already like past an hour. I was like maybe an hour and 5 minutes in. And this guy, he goes, "This is for you." And he goes, $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "No, man, that's cool, man. I don't need that, man."
He tipped you at the end of the show?
Before I was about to close.
Oh.
And he goes, "Nah, man." Then he threw another one, 200. I said, "I'm cool,
Did
man."
he request a specific joke or something?
No, then he said, give my my construction company or auto shop a shout out."
Oh.
So I said, "All right." So I stood up on the stage. They threw more money,
They paid you for an ad in real time.
real time. And then somebody else throwing money. But then I started like laying down on the money. Like I do quinceañeras. I do toe pictures, whatever.
Toe pictures.
So many things I was saying, I forgot. But by the end of the night, it ended up being like a good like $500
Damn.
in cash. I don't know how much.
Other people pitched in, yeah?
That's how much I had. But on the way out, there was an old lady right there by the door. We probably retiree. I just here, man, $40. Go buy some Geritol.
Geritol.
And some Dristan, lady. Some Freedom Gum. Or something.
Freedom. Yeah, that's a real sign. That's my grandmother.
She was just there chilling, man. Like, who's she going to stop?
Thank you, Isaac.
Her walkie-talkie had no battery. They gave it to her. Anyway, you just
Yeah, some of those theater ushers they can't usher anybody out. They have no power. They're little old ladies usually. They're volunteers sometimes even.
Sometimes I test them. Who's performing tonight?
Yeah,
said, I don't know.
They don't know.
And I'm the guy performing.
Yeah, they don't know and they don't care. I mean, you have security meetings with these people and you look around and like, this is the crew we have tonight? Seriously?
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
You were going to hold this up with paper knives.
Where are you going to be this week? Oh, no, not this weekend. What am I talking about?
Well,
I was, trying to casually set you up to talk about these future dates, but I didn't realize how future they are. I'm so stupid.
You'll be horrible giving me the answers inside the class.
Whack.
You would give somebody the answers in class? Like you're in class, somebody goes,
I was
Lisa,
pressured.
You stupid nerd, what's number 5?
I was pressured to give answers or pressured to let people copy off my paper. And I was happy when the teacher caught us because I was like, yes, see, he's been holding me hostage. Like,
did I ever tell you the story of the world famous MLK?
You copied off people. I know you did. I never copied off anybody.
Have you ever told the story of the world famous MLK paper somebody wrote and I passed it around for everybody?
No.
My ex-girlfriend, I was writing a paper, and then she goes, "Here's an example of how to write a paper." Mm-hmm. And I was like 15. She went to a Catholic school, and she gave me this paper, nice folded. It had MLK, and it had everything, notes on it. It was actual paperwork, like a paper, like later on to write a paper. But I didn't know nothing about this. So I'm not writing.
This is what you do in school.
I'm writing a paper on something else. So then, you know what, bro? I said to myself, I'm gonna just do it on MLK. So I told my teacher that I'm gonna change my paper to MLK.
Oh my God!
And then I started reading books of MLK. Then finally, I just said, "Nah, I'm gonna throw away the front page, put my page," and I put the front page. I felt like George didn't get an A.
What'd you get?
I don't remember, but I didn't. And then later on, some other dude wanted to do it, and I said, "Listen, man, I'm gonna need this back because I'm gonna need this to. I'm gonna
write this to 10th grade."
And this was written by a junior high school student, probably.
Look, can I tell you something very embarrassing? I've never admitted to anybody else.
You're a man.
What? No. How long we been together? 20 years?
You never know, man. He put a slit that penis, made a hole through it, made a fake clitoris. And that's why we can't have no kids. Maybe that was your cock bleeding.
What?
I'm just joking.
Gross. You are disgusting.
secret?
Am I married to this individual here? Wow.
Oh, don't forget to subscribe.
Smash that like button. High fiving you.
A husband over there trying to get a high five after fucking up.
Oh my God. Anyway. No, in the 8th grade Spanish class.
Oh no.
I didn't know.
Peggy Hill.
I was very good at Spanish back then when I started. Then things got tough after the subjunctive words came around. You don't even know what subjunctive is, but you know the words.
Is that like the juxtaposition?
No. It's like combustion, conjunction, junction. What's your function?
Which one is the one where they say that's your apple dropper? Like he looks like you.
Doppelganger.
There you go.
Apple
Sorry, man. Rizzo told me yesterday about it.
Is it Apple Dapple and Black Eyed Peas?
Is it?
Apple the Apple or something like that. What's his name?
Apple the Apple.
What is it? Apple Dapple. Yeah, Ravelno.
No, Apple Dapple is the fake Apple Jacks.
Apple Dapple. They're on the bottom shelf in the bag, not the box.
Oh, that's sad. The bag is real sad.
I hate the bags. And it's always big. Like 10 pounds of cereal that is going to go stale by the time
Speaking
you
of cereal, I think
get to the middle.
I don't know if this has to do with President Trump doing this law, but I guess it used to be against the law, but now it's back in the law. The cereal company going to bring back toys.
Wait, what? Trump had something to do with that?
I don't know, but because I know when Obama was president, it was all about healthy, so people were cracking down on.
I don't think that's why they went out before Obama.
So now they're bringing back toys.
Ask when cereal companies started putting
Bringing it back because of
Toy Story 5.
Oh, okay, never mind. I only read the headline.
It's probably because people aren't eating at McDonald's enough anymore.
I only read
They
read the headline of that, and then I saw Trump on the bottom. Then
that's how you do.
I said, "Bam!"
You're the average American newsreader too, by the way. That's about the level that people pay attention these days.
Like this video right here wouldn't click right away. I still tell Bush, bro, did you hear about the mummy ride? It's reportedly the best ride to fart on, and then I never saw the video just based on that.
Well, it happens to be just a picture, not a video, so it'll never start for you. It'll never play.
Okay, never mind.
But we'll talk about it in a second.
I don't know why
not
I waited
yet.
for it then.
But I wanted to say something that you were talking about right now, man.
Well, you turned into something in Spanish class.
No, I wanted to say something just now. I was thinking of it. We were talking about... what were we talking about, Isaac? No, right before here, it was not that old. Oh, the Trump thing, yeah, because most people this thing going around right now is Trump like rushing in front of Queen Camilla, to go shake the hands of these people in this receiving line in England, right? It happened yesterday or the day before, and it's been shared. And I'm not a Trump fan, but people have this video wrong. They're looking at this video wrong. There's a line of people in Trump's cabinet. Camilla's shaking their hands. Trump rushes in front of her. He goes straight beeline to this person to shake that person's hand, and he goes down the rest of the line. But that rest of the line, that side of the line was not his cabinet. That's Camilla's. That's the British side of things, British Parliament people. So he was just shaking their hands. She was done shaking hands because she was just shaking the hands of the American cabinet, right? But everybody made it look like he was rushing in front of her, and he didn't. And I'm just saying that's the average news viewer, like what you were saying, how you just looked at the headline and just, what I mean?
What happened then?
Nothing, but it's being shared around like crazy. Like he rushed in front of Camilla to shake hands. Show the video.
I think other video we try to rush it and
I'll show you right here. Because it's today. He has done this before. I'm not saying he's not a rude person.
So he was falling?
No. Just watch the video here.
Let me see here. Who's who?
So I don't know, but Camilla's walking down, shaking hands. He rushes in and shakes hands. But that's the beginning of the British group right here. He didn't cut the line. She's done. She's done. She just met his the woman who ran his campaign. She's the last one in Trump's cabinet of people. And then there's Rubio, you could see, and all those people in Vance at the end. But then the rest of them, I'm not. I'm definitely
You're
not.
reading that comment somebody wrote right there.
What did it say?
On the live chat, somebody wrote that.
There's no live chat.
Yeah, back yourself up.
But seriously, anyway.
So it's like
But they're spreading it around like that. And I'm no fan of Trump. I'm just pointing it out. People.
You could pretty much do this.
Yeah.
At the MLB All-Star game.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing.
And you see when the manager shakes hands with all his players.
Yeah.
And then the other manager comes in, and it'll look like somebody was cut off.
Yeah, there's a lot of instances of that. Anyway, I didn't finish my admission story, but this is so embarrassing, and I don't want to dwell on it too long because we don't have a lot of time. Spanish class, 8th grade. ¿Qué pasó? Well, what happened was I got to school and realized we were going to the auditorium to give these speeches in Spanish.
Oh, no. Damn.
That we were supposed to have worked on, and I had no clue that this was due. I had no clue.
Oh, no, Tim.
Who's Tim? Oh, Life and Times of Tim?
You are Mexican.
Escúchame.
Oh, no.
But anyway, I had not prepared. I had no idea this was due. And so what I did was I basically told a lie, big lie, about how upset I was that I didn't get to work on it because I was so upset because some friends of mine who I knew in Colorado, I'm telling this as much as I could in Spanish. I didn't finish my assignment. I was telling my teacher because these friends of mine in Colorado had moved to the United States from Mexico, and along the way they got one of the people got bitten by a rat.
You say other in Spanish?
As much as possible. But anyway, I was talking about how she got sick and all this stuff, and I started crying. I made myself cry.
So that Cholo man
but anyway,
a drive-by in Spanish.
This is the story, though, from El Norte.
Yeah.
I told the story from El Norte.
Oh, my God, you made it up?
I made it up.
Oh, my God.
I made it up.
Like, bad.
Like how upset I was over these friends. And
Lisa right here is telling a story. Right here.
La corre allá afuera, pero cuando la corro,
it wasn't even that good.
Pa allá, estás allá.
Este amigo de la víctima se encontraba con él y nos confesó que era nuevo a su pandilla y que se unió a ellos después de que su madre lo había abandonado.
Es mi camarada, El vato es 15 años, 15 years old.
Barrio.
Anyway. Sin barrio.
Damn,
yeah,
man.
I made up the whole story for this teacher,
like
and
when they're lying to Michael.
Yes, about the stories from the movies, like
nobody got it, huh?
Nobody had seen that movie. Who saw El Norte? Maybe my teacher. I was really worried my teacher saw it, but he didn't say anything, and he liked me too because I was a very good student. I got a B on that.
What if they tell this story?
Huh? I don't know what I wasn't thinking. This was the most embarrassing thing. I've never told anybody this.
A straight up mentirosa. You felt bad after?
Not really. Because I saved my ass and I got a good grade.
Fucking.
That's the teacher who later I saw.
Yeah, man, we were a ton of those bunch of rats.
That's the teacher later. I saw him at the bar I worked at, and he was there with somebody. He didn't recognize me. He was there with somebody who was not his wife, and they were on a lunch date, very cozy lunch date. I thought that was odd. So he had other things going on in his life. He didn't care about my little lie about El Norte.
Oh my
how
God.
horrible, right?
That is.
I love that movie, El Norte. Anyway, do you even binge?
Do you even binge?
Anyway, this week we are talking about our favorite not so Jim Carrey movies. Wait. First, I want to show you this meme. You were sharing this meme around, and I thought it was funny. But then I read the comments, and I was dying. It has nothing to do with today's episode, but this meme here, the Mummy ride is reportedly the best ride to fart on.
Because it's very loud, and has a lot of
It's
AC.
loud and it's dark.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wind going on. But I guess so when you go on these drops, and it is the only real roller coaster at this point. The other one's not finished
Nobody
yet.
says
For Fast
anything
and
either
Furious.
because mom's the word.
But when people do fart on it, and I remember people farting on this ride. I don't like the Mummy ride. It's the only real roller coaster there. The rest of them are all on those jib arms. That's all the rides. But go to the top of this, Isaac. But anyway, the very top. So it says here, the ride launches fast. There's constant movement, loud sound effects, wind rushing everywhere, and just enough chaos that absolutely nobody's going to know what happened or where it came from. Between the quick chops, sudden launch, sharp turns, and the overall intensity of the coaster, it somehow makes passing gas way easier than standing in a slow-moving line queue, surrounded by people with no escape route. So go down to the comments. I was dying here. This person said, go down. Wait, maybe that's why I sit in the back for the full immersion. Wait. Hold on. Make sure I'll hold it in until this ride when I get there. Go down. Can confirm. There was something else, man. This is not. Wait, go there. I always fart right before the end when it stops to someone a few rows back. It's lingering in my fumes. This is like something Rodrigo would do.
Yeah.
There's people in the comments saying, "You animals." Jurassic is second. Because when you go down the big drop in the water, Jurassic Park is a water ride. And yeah, everybody's making the face for the camera. And it is such a steep drop, man. But I remember being a kid, and we went to Cedar Point up in Sandusky, Ohio. And I went with my friend and her dad and mom. And her dad got on this ride with us. It was called the Demon Drop. And you have to walk all the way up these stairs, and then you go down. I've farted on the Mummy ride button. When you get up to the top of the stairs, you get on like this elevator shaft thing, and you sit in. All four of you can confirm. Tested it out myself. Only thing better is the Uber ride home. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So we get on the ride, and it's four of us. Each car sits four people. So her dad sits at the end, and her mom next to me, and then us two girls are in the middle. And the moment we dropped down, her dad farted, and it was like the fart traveled down with us because it's such a fast drop that the fart's just like staying inside the little car with us. And it was in our face the whole time, and you can't escape. And then it turns out he was doing it on purpose. He thought it was funny. Isn't that gross?
Gross.
That's so gross. Do you fart on rides? Rodrigo has farted on planes. Like, he crop dusts. He enjoys doing that, which I find so disgusting. And I don't know what's wrong with people who do that. I don't get it. Anyway, I can't find all the ones that made me tear up. I was dying. The time it just right, you could light the ceiling on fire. All right, let's go. Felipe's unimpressed. What's with that face?
I was trying to read with my glasses.
Oh, the comments.
Yeah.
All right. So we are talking about not so Jim Carrey movies, and these are the movies
Pirates of
that.
the Caribbean is a good place to fart too.
Oh, you're in the water there. Yeah, that's a real.
And it's a small world after all. Because nice and AC.
Yeah.
Cold farts.
It's It's freezing, and it's a small world. I don't like Disneyland. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I've been to Disney World and Disneyland. I don't care for either of them. Just don't care. I don't care about the characters. I told you my sister-in-law that when she went and her daughter was turning 3, they were so obsessed with those characters, man.
What characters?
All the characters at Disneyland. Like, you got to run and get everybody's autograph. Like, Snow White's there at 3:00. Oh my God, we got to make a mad dash for Snow White. There's a line.
Have to. You
like
never know
40
come
people.
Back.
No, never. Till 5:00.
We didn't have those books when we were little kids.
Didn't have what books? Oh, the autograph books. Oh, we didn't have anything like that. I never went to Disneyland as a kid. We never went to Disney as a kid. I was in Ohio or in Colorado. We were trapped in the middle of the country.
It was so expensive when I was a kid.
It's expensive. And that's like over $100. It's like $150.
They would charge you to get in, and then they would charge you to get on the rides once you were in.
That's right. You had to buy tickets just like a carnival, right?
You buy a booklet like this, and the booklet had letter A for the hottest rides in the place, and then the D's were the saddest rides. Then after that, then the rest were like just free rides.
The D's are like the kids just sitting in the little car that doesn't go anywhere, right?
It's a small world.
Yeah.
Do you even binge or do you?
Do you? Well, how long have we been talking? 20 minutes or so. Anyway, Jim Carrey movies, not so Jim Carrey movies. These are the movies that Jim Carrey wanted to do and started doing after the success of Ace Ventura and all his wackiness and stuff. And the first one almost killed his career, or people thought it was going to, but it didn't.
Which one? That one?
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy is the first movie where he really had control and wanted to. Cable Guy had a lot of firsts, but it's what he started doing to try and break out of the not typecasting, but he was afraid the audiences were going to get bored with him with just doing all that crazy humor all the time, wackiness and all that.
Also, the cast of Cable Guy has a lot of people that were in the Ben Stiller show.
Yes. Ben Stiller show is one of the best shows
Whatever
ever
happened
made,
to Eddie?
Ever made on TV. And it's because of Ben Stiller's mind. Ben Stiller directed Cable Guy. Ben Stiller you can see pieces of it in this movie, and it's definitely in Reality Bites, where it's like clips and pieces of television and movies interwoven. And just using humor through that.
Interwoven.
Well, it's like spliced in between the real movie. There are cuts of movies and TV shows, especially in this one. He didn't write this, though. This is written by a guy named Lou Holtz Jr., who was a lawyer. This is his one and only script. But it started out as a buddy movie, like, What About Bob? Like an annoying buddy movie. But What About Bob? You love Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss, right? Movie. And he's just like this clingy guy who's needy and helpless. I mean, needs help in many ways. And this was going to be Chris Farley doing this role as the Cable Guy, and not a dark comedy like it is. So we can play the trailer here.
Cable Guy!
Let's do this.
Slip the Cable Guy $50. He'll give you all the movie channels for free.
You're offering me a bribe.
Young Jack
What
Black.
you've just done is illegal. And in this state, if convicted, you could be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in a correctional facility.
Oh, please, no, that was dumb. I was just making conversation.
And Matthew Broderick's a straight man throughout the movie.
I'm just jerking your chin. I'll juice you up.
For Stephen Kovacs,
Hey! You guys play here too? Cool.
the price of cable just went up.
Okay, Chip Douglas, you're on my team. Let's play.
No way.
I'm
on Steven Tim.
Now,
We're not friends. I don't even know you. Well, let's fix that.
he's got a friend he can't control.
Where are we going?
Only the finest restaurant in town. Can I have your skin? Check this out. Silence of the lambs.
I just don't have any room in my life for a new friend.
So, what are you trying to say?
A friend who will not be ignored.
I gave you free cable.
The guy is a sociopath. He leaves messages on my machine night and day.
If you're there, pick up.
So Jim Carrey's a sad, lonely, and very weird cable guy who tries desperately to become Matthew Broderick's friend, bestie, one of his customers, and then it turns stalkerish, and Matthew Broderick just wants to get free premium channels and move on, but his life is nearly ruined by the cable guy. Messes with his relationship and everything. He's recently not divorced. They broke up with his fiance because she wanted to just date other people first before getting married, and then he moves out and sets up a new apartment and gets cable. That's how he starts getting involved with this guy, but he's the wrong guy. So Jim Carrey came on after Chris Farley turned it down because he was working on something else. And then Jim Carrey brought in his writers, who was Judd Apatow, basically. Mm-hmm. And Ben Stiller, he wanted him to direct. And just all these other people. And he changed it. He wanted something darker. He didn't want wacky. And he had the power because not only did he have power, he got $20 million for this movie. He was the first actor to ever get $20 million. And it was a Columbia executive who suggested the $20 million offer. And all these other executives at other studios were pissed that he did that because it jumped from 7 million, maybe 13 million. I think Stallone and Schwarzenegger were making 13 million for movies back then. And it jumped from there to $20 million. And they were like, there's going to be
30 million.
The studio executives were like, this is going to be the new norm now for stars. There's $20 million. He just set the baseline up here.
Well, we're making 200 million.
Well, not this one, but the other ones did, yeah.
They used the 20 million to make this movie? Or that's how much he got paid?
That's how much Carrey got paid, but that comes out of the budget. The budget was $47 million. Jim cost 20 of that. So 27 million is really how much the movie was, the rest of it, but 20 was for him. But he also got points on the back end, 15%. And he ended up with 35 million in the end. But so it did well in the end, but it didn't flop the way people said it flopped. Remember how everybody said it was a huge flop and it was going to destroy his career and everything? It ended up making 60 million profit, initially, and then had a life in cable and streaming and stuff and DVD. But he was Jim Carrey was, the level now was raised to $20 million and people were mad about that. But the studio executives were the ones who planted all those rumors that it was a flop and made everybody feel that way because...
So they won't go see it.
Yeah, they wanted it to flop. And they wanted this to be like a message to that guy and the studio for raising the bar. But now everybody else got $20 million after that. So, and then more. So let's go to the next clip. Oh, Judd Apatow couldn't get writer's credit, by the way, on this, even though he wrote it. He pretty much rewrote the whole movie. And he couldn't get writer's credit because the Writers Guild sided with the original writer as he's the main writer being credited on this movie. So they just gave Judd Apatow producer credit. So
Your lady kicked you out.
Last week, the billing was transferred to one Robin Harris. Smells like heartbreak to me.
Well, I really don't want to discuss it with you. Would you just install my cable, please? I'm going to get dressed.
Suit yourself. No sweat off my sack. By the way, you might want to put on a bathing suit, because you'll be channel surfing in no time.
You okay?
The thing about the guy that gave a pillar cable here.
Oh, the guy that gave you all the... he's probably watching.
That expired, bro.
He gave you a fire stick.
A fire stick.
See, here's the little Ben Stiller touch right here. It's this fake trial that's going on. It's kind of like the Menendez brothers.
I read a theory about this.
What's the theory?
That because this story about these two kids, it's like the Menendez brother and
Except one is supposed to have killed the
one
other.
that killed the other one, but he said no, it wasn't. It was whatever guys.
It was Asians, is what he
Asians.
says. He tells the cops. I think it was
Some
Asian
guy
guys.
Watch this is on.
So today, his attorneys
Look what Jim Carrey says.
Fry this bastard.
Yeah, there you go. That's their Friday Bastards.
also known as twin
Some guy wrote this crazy long theory, and I read the whole thing. He said that Jim Carrey killed that guy's brother.
What happened?
The character, the
Oh,
Larry Kimball guy.
interesting.
The Kimball guy.
Larry the
And
Kimball.
then that he was upset that they got all this success and this and that.
I moved a few
And
things.
his mom
Cleared it right up.
used to clean their houses.
Yeah,
And they would leave him alone because his mom would stay home all day long over there while he was alone watching television.
Mm-hmm.
So when he tried to go over there, you know, he realized, hey, man,
Interesting.
this is the house that my mom talked about that was all fancy and shit. So he befriended one of them, and then like he ended up killing the other one. But he didn't get to that one. That's why he said, I hope he fries in hell.
Interesting.
You didn't read about that?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
stumble across that.
There it is, Cable.
Yeah.
Guy killed a twin. There it is.
Based on the O.J. Simpson trial.
No,
I think they're wrong. It's Menendez trial.
Menendez
Even though
trial.
Menendez and Simpson were next to each other in the cells in prison. In county jail, I guess, right?
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. So the claim that Sam's 911 call that the man he saw kill Stan was a man in an Asian gang may have really just been Chip in disguise. Later in the film, we see Chip dressed as the bathroom attendant that's able to beat that guy up. And he does go in a disguise. So he might have had a disguise.
I
That's
read a
interesting.
comment that some guy said that him and his mother would always stay up and watch an R-rated movie on HBO no matter what was on.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what was on. They would watch him and his mom. And then one time it was the cable guy.
Mm-hmm.
So she thought, oh, Jim Carrey, right? She came in thinking it was be a badass movie. She said that she walked out when he was beating up Owen Wilson.
Well, people did
She
hate
said-
this movie. The people who were...
She said, turn this shit off. So don't watch shit like this no more. And that was the first time she ever walked out of a
That's
movie that
crazy.
they watched together.
They're watching at home. She just like went to bed or whatever. Yeah, because like people hated this if they were expecting the traditional Jim Carrey movies. So it was too quick a departure from the Ace. I think people needed like one more style of Ace Ventura movie. You know, maybe not Ace Ventura itself, but something wacky before this one. But I loved it. I loved this movie so
loved it
much.
too.
You know how much I love this movie. I watch it. I've seen it a million times, and it never is not funny. And the fun. It's funny you slipped and called him Larry the Cable Guy, and Larry the Cable Guy's manager was friends with Judd Apatow because you know Judd Apatow used to go in comedy circles back in the day. And he called Judd Apatow and said, "You can't call this movie The Cable Guy. You're going to ruin my client's career."
Hilarious.
You're going to ruin my client's career. Like, everybody's going to think, you know, what did he say? He's like, he's been working hard on this character, developing this character. You're just going to like, I guess, overtake it. But he said it didn't matter.
And then later on, around this time, I think Larry the Cable Guy did a movie called The Exterminator.
Exterminator later on, yeah. Ruin Rodrigo's career. Good one, Isaac. Here's a fist bump across the room to you. What else? Okay. Let's go to the next scene. I think, the premium channels, if you want. He thinks he's calling him back to hang out.
I have this friend, and he gave his cable guy $50. And
If you don't
then
know,
he
he's
got all
standing
the
on a
movie
step.
channels
He
for
looks really
free.
tiny.
Did you ever hear
Right?
of anything like that?
You mean illegal cable?
Yeah.
Who told you that? What is his name? I wanted.
Oh, forget it.
What
You're
is his
offering me a
name?
bribe. What you have just done is illegal. And in this state, if convicted, you could be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in a correctional facility.
Oh, please, no, that was dumb. I was just making conversation. Forget it.
I'm just jerking your chin.
If I'm Jim Carrey, I think this is probably the funnest movie to do right here.
Wake up, little snoozy. Smell the smelling salt. I'll juice you up.
Call it one guy doing another guy. Solid.
That is so nice.
You gotta give him
Hey,
50
do me a
bucks.
salad.
You'd be surprised how many customers treat me like snot. Like I'm a goddamn plumber or something. Here's my personal pager number. It's for preferred customers only. Never call the company. They'll just put you on hold.
Well, thanks.
Also,
wait.
he never worked for
You're
that
gonna get some
company.
good marks
Yeah, they
here.
find that out later.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'll take you up to the satellite.
You can go
sometime,
to
show you how
the next scene, which we saw a little bit of in the trailer, the basketball scene.
I always thought it was weird, man, when I see a friend of mine or somebody I know, and you go like this, what's up, man? Who's this guy? Oh, it's my plumber.
Weird.
What is he doing here?
Just out and about. Thought I'd
Why
see
is he
if anybody
playing
wants
with
to
us?
play some round ball.
Great. We need another man.
This is
The last time
Hey, who's that guy right there? Is that
Jack Black was skinny.
Sharon?
I feel like I've known him my whole life.
Oh, John. Okay,
I don't
never
know who
mind.
that guy is.
I don't know who that is.
Sweet.
Little John.
Okay, Chip Douglas, you're on my team. Let's play.
No way.
See, when Jack Black was skinny, his real kind of jerkiness came out in his characters. This and the Tim
Well,
Robbins
Sully
movie,
McCullough.
Bob Roberts.
Sully McCullough over there.
Is this Sully for real?
Yeah, to the right.
He is in that?
Yeah,
I
over
didn't
there.
know he's in
He's
this.
like
Oh,
this.
yeah, he's on the right. I
Yeah.
see. There's Sully. I never knew he was in this. His hair.
What's that? Boom. See how I got on this scene was because I was playing basketball with Kerry Chandler.
Yeah, Sully used to play with Gary Shandling in the regular weekly basketball games they do at Gary's house.
When I used to play at Silver Lake
Okay, let's see
Park,
what you got, White
they used to be
Shadow.
this crazy motherfucker. They used to play like this with cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like Jim Carrey because I quote a lot of movies in my daily life.
Prison.
Everything he says. What did you say?
Playing prison
His
rules.
quotes.
Yeah, but everything he says is there's Sully, is a TV or movie reference.
Yeah.
And this too, it's all NBA around that time, NBA Inside Stuff, NBA, that whole 90s era of basketball, which is my favorite era. Well, I love the 70s too, but the 90s is when I really got into it.
Even that line with prison.
And
We're playing prison rules.
Yeah, playing prison rules, and then he says, "Give me the rock," and then I love this game. When at the end of this clip here, that's all the NBA.
I hear it gets so like that Rodman.
Yeah, this is all the NBA promo stuff they were doing back then.
He said, "Nah, I'm good."
Give me the rock. You know, when Jack Black's skinny, he looks like Emil Hirsch, huh? Especially in this movie.
Just the Shaq broke the rim, huh?
Yeah, Shaq broke the rim or the backboard at this time. That, by the way, the explosives worked incorrectly, and the stuntman, even though they got shots of glass falling on him, it didn't break on him. It fell on the stuntman in his face and his chest, and they fired the pyrotechnics guy immediately on the spot. I love this game.
He got hired to hold that gun over there in that
Alec Baldwin movie. You can go to the next clip here. Karaoke at Steven's house. He gets set up. I was very careful this time.
In a little documentary called "Give Me
That's
Shelter." about the
all the
Rolling Stones
stereo stuff he brought to the house.
Yeah,
huh?
he brought in some illegal, like stolen stuff, I guess.
Some favors.
Actually, I don't think it was stolen. I think he really gave it to him, and he called the cops because those cops are fake. They're here at this party. To be. I love how he does this whole scene, man.
He's all character actor in
Yeah.
other movies. And they're all from the Ding Dong Show, too.
Yeah, they're all that kind. He surrounds himself with that kind of people. Those kind of people, like whack packers and ding dong show people.
You bet.
And he hired this woman who's a prostitute.
Yeah.
To kind of schmooze with him and make him feel good and all this stuff. And he thinks this girl really likes him, that he has a chance. All right, we can go to the next one. This is probably my favorite scene, which is the... well, no, it's my second favorite, but... Oh, we're going to get dinged for music all over the place, but...
No.
Just talk over it real loud. What's going on? What scene is this right here?
I don't know if we're fooling anybody. This is when he's going to... Robin is on a date. Robin is Matthew Broderick's ex-girlfriend, kind of. And then she's on a date with Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson's great in this movie, too, by the way.
I'm so slick.
And Stretch.
He get punched for that, man.
And then he goes in and he wants to basically stop Robin's chances on this date so that she goes back to Steve, and he's trying to help his friend.
Take a walk, Slick.
So Gail tells me you're coming out of a relationship. What's that like? That must be hard on you.
He's so great in this.
Not really. We're just sort of in a holding pattern right now.
A holding pattern? It sounds like you need to come down and refuel. You're sexy.
What?
You heard me.
Oh, he said, you heard me. You heard
Meet the
me.
Fokker was before you or after?
Wow. Meet the Fockers is way after.
Okay.
That was actually really successful for Ben Stiller.
This is what you want. Oh, this is what you really want to happen to Owen Wilson in that movie.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the story with our chicken, man? The chicken. Have the eggs had a chance to hatch yet? Well, maybe you can go check on it for me, my friend, if it's not too much trouble for you. All right, I'm sorry to put you out. See the attitude? Unbelievable. Look at him, like hysterical now. What were we talking about? Your job, what's that?
That's
like?
when
What's your
I
job
would go
like?
to the bathroom and leave.
It's a little crazy.
Oh,
but
eat for them.
Sort of.
He stops her right here.
Hold on, for just a second. I need to use the head, and I'll be right back. I want to
head.
find out about your job. I'm interested. I'm
All
curious
those
about
things that he does and says are perfect. Even the head.
Chicken.
Oh, you said chicken.
What's up with her chicken?
That's funny. He's fucking fixing that guy's face.
Good evening, sir.
He gave that guy his
Stretch.
suit. He's Stretch.
Pleasant night, isn't it?
Yeah, not too bad.
Of course, I guess the weather is always pleasant in here. The winters are remarkably mild.
It looks like Snidely Whiplash in this movie.
If you need anything, just let me know. Anything at all.
Don't bother. I think I got it under control.
It's no trouble, really. Man, what is your... People rarely take advantage of all my services. Let me help you watch.
I'm done with this movie, Harold.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. You're on a big
I love the castanets.
You need to look your best.
Take care of that shine.
Now, let's pluck those eyebrows.
Yeah, that guy said that his mom walked out when he put his mouth in that blow dryer.
Oh, yeah. The hand dryer.
The hand dryer.
Ugh.
Little Jose Bear. Handy. Touch of alfalfa. And boom bam. We're ready to draw you off. Ooh, right into the buckle. That's gotta hurt, Gene.
That's from wrestling.
Yeah, Gene Okerlund.
Gene Okerlund, mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah. You know, from this angle, you look just like Dizzy Gillespie.
That's gotta hurt. Yeah,
peanuts.
I love the way he's dressed, too. I love his disguise and everything.
Don't worry about the tip. But I've got one for you. Stay away from Robin.
I love this part.
She's taken.
Yep. Oh, it's such a good scene, man. And then what else do we have? Steven gets fired because he gets arrested, but they're fake cops because they're at the party.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and play. So this is where kind of everything comes together, and he realizes this guy is more of a stalker than he thought.
This isn't funny.
But it's a dark comedy. I love this. I think, and honestly, if you look and read people's reviews now, or people talking about it now, everybody calls it underrated, and it didn't get the attention it deserved back then.
Hello?
Bingo! My 3 sons.
Chip and Ernie Douglas.
I got a list here of every cable installer.
You never
hired in the
learn
last
the
4
cable
years.
guy's real
Check out
name.
some
He
of these
changes his name to so
Maurice
many
Slaughter,
different TV
George
characters.
Jetson, Jean-Luc Picard. There's even a guy who liked to be called the Big Ragu.
The Big Ragu. That's my favorite one.
Sad that you know that. Anyway, the cable company in town fired a guy 6 months ago named Darren Stevens. You may remember his boss, Larry Tate, from a little show called Bewitched.
So, he doesn't even work for the cable company.
Yahtzee! They booted his ass for stalking customers. This guy is deeply troubled. If I were you, I'd lock up tight.
New developments breaking.
Okay, you can go to the next one. This is out of sync a little bit, but the medieval times is also one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite scene here. He takes him out.
I knew you'd like this place. I come here twice a week.
Welcome to Medieval
Janine
Times.
Garofalo was
I'll be
on
your serving
Ben
wench,
Stiller's show.
Melinda. Might I fetch you something from the barkeep?
Dost have thou a mug of ale for me?
Most of he actually like that every time he went to medieval times. They didn't like it, he said.
Thirst for the frosty brew, thus thou might have for thus.
I'll be right back, my lord.
That's how.
She also got free cable.
Oh, thanks.
The food isn't that good there, man.
I've never been there. You
I
went?
have.
This is kind of different.
My cousin's son, my second cousin, was doing this jousting
Oh,
for
that's
medieval
right.
times in Florida.
Danny.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. He was wearing those pants at the barbecue. Well, there was no horse.
There's no horse that day. He was just wearing his tight leggings.
For a night feasting and sport, the likes of
I
which you will never
like wearing mariachi pants, but no mariachi.
They weren't even mariachi. They were leggings. Have you you said you went? What do they serve? Just like giant turkey legs and stuff?
Not even that. Hamburgers, stuff like that. I'll look it up.
You can go to the next one.
What's the menu I think over there?
This is my
medieval.
Yeah, have you been, Isaac?
Yeah, it's just like, they give you a turkey leg.
And it's Pepsi.
Turkey leg.
Oh, really? I don't remember. Well, I must have been the most cheapest people because I don't remember none of that.
You don't remember turkey leg at least?
No.
That's the main thing. I've only seen people eating a giant turkey, like a big old like the ostrich legs that they serve at the fair. Those are ostrich legs, not turkey. Sorry, everybody. You're eating an ostrich. Actually, they're emu legs. What'd you say?
It's probably just meat. They have like vegan food here, which is rice and beans.
As commanded by the queen. Why's it got to be the queen? Okay, go to the next link, which is my other favorite line. Janine Garofalo, again at Medieval Times.
A knife and fork.
There were no utensils in medieval times, hence there are no utensils at medieval times. Would you like a refill on that Pepsi?
There were no utensils, but there was Pepsi.
Dude, we got a lot of tables.
All right, go to the next one. And then they call them up to play.
And now 2 noblemen from our
Andy Dick,
audience
also from the Ben Stiller
will
show.
battle to the death to resolve a grievance. Will a master, Stephen M. Kovacs, and a Lord Chip
He looks
Douglas
all surprised.
make your way to the fighting pit?
Let's go.
What's going on?
It appears we're going to do battle, Stephen.
Is this a normal part of the show?
No, but I give all the nights free cable. They said it would be cool if we just went at it for a while.
Well, is it safe?
Sure, that's what the armor's for. Come on!
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, we have to be careful that we don't hurt each other, right?
I cannot listen to any of your instructions, or you are my sworn enemy.
You can skip ahead to the
Check out to Francis other joke that
Hey, just take it easy.
the Star Trek part.
his girlfriend would annoy him at this medieval time because every time they went,
No.
she would start counting all the nights.
Go to the one where
Let me
they
tell you, it was
doing that.
night after night after.
Yeah, here we go.
He's doing a Star Trek background now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the music
episode.
he's doing. I always laugh at that part, man. But I love how the real music comes in underneath there. What's the movie where Will Ferrell is the knight in the bathroom? Or like, it's what movie is that?
Family Guy.
The name is Spot.
It's Family Guy? I
Yeah.
thought I
If we
really.
don't battle to
Oh,
the death,
okay.
They
I thought it was a real movie that I was seeing. Go to the next one where he's charming Steven's family. Robin's family and Steven's family.
He's just like Mr. Rogers.
They're playing adult password.
Can I pass? Come.
And he's playing. Steven is with his mom there, Matthew Broderick.
Breast.
This
Breast.
scene, though, is so much like the Dumb and Dumber scene.
Yeah.
Where he's charming Mary's family.
Okay. Remember his clue? Hard.
Hard.
I don't think there's
Erection?
any other actor who uses
Thanks
his
for
body as much as Jim Carrey, even for a simple scene like this. He's the one moving the most out of everybody in this.
Center.
Everybody in this scene, huh? Yeah, Bob Odenkirk here,
Center.
another cast member from Ben Stiller's show.
You got it. Mom.
The password is. I'm not quite sure how to say this. You know that little thing.
No, I can't say that to my mother.
Hey, she's a grown woman. She can handle it.
George
No, I
Siegel.
won't do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to play anymore. I've had enough.
And then also
That's it.
on the couch with George Siegel is Annabelle Gurwitz,
I've had
who
enough.
was one of the
I don't wanna
hosts
do it
of Dinner in a
anymore. I'm not
Movie
playing
back in
porno
the day. Remember
password
that on
again.
TBS? I loved Dinner in a Movie.
Overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
You can go to the
all being
next
fooled by him.
one.
He's not.
This one is just the prediction of the future. This will be the last clip for this. Cable Guy's prediction of the future.
Robin! She just left with a man from
Yeah.
the cable company.
Do you know where they were going?
No, but I heard him say they were going to go for a ride on the information superhighway.
So he's taking Robin to his favorite place to hang out with, just a satellite dish.
Soon every American home will integrate their television, phone, and computer. You'll be able to visit the Louvre on one channel and watch female mud wrestling on another. You can do your shopping at home or play Mortal Kombat.
The internet was only 3 years old at this time, by the way. You
Yeah.
couldn't do any of these things yet.
You couldn't, right?
No. But he was right. All
He
this
was right,
stuff
everything was
happened.
right.
I'm worried about Steven.
Anyway, you can. We're done with this one. I just wanted to get to that, but at the end, we still don't learn his name. He says,
Ricky Ricardo.
Ricky Ricardo. At the end, that's his name to the EMTs. Anything else you want to say about Cable Guy?
Yes, August 22nd, I'm going to be at Chukanchi Gold Resort and Casino.
Chukchansi.
Course Gold, California. August 22nd, I'll be at Chukanchi.
Chukchansi.
Chukchansi? Felipe Esparza here. August 22nd, I'm going to be at Chukanchi Gold Resort and Casino.
Yeah.
Course Gold, California. See you there. One night only. It's going to sell out. Tickets available at FelipeWorld.com.
Let's go to Truman Show. And that is the next one. I didn't really like this one as much when I first saw it. But watching it again, I really like this movie.
I saw it at the movie theater when it came out.
This is 1998. Peter Weir directed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Plays
No cue card.
Morning, Spencer. How's it going?
it's about a man who's been raised since birth. He was adopted, given up for
How many
adoption.
cameras you got there in that town?
And he was adopted by a TV studio.
The first child to have been legally adopted by a corporation.
And then basically, Christoph, played by Ed Harris, created this whole world and put cameras on this kid growing up. And he is Jim Carrey now in his 30s. And he's having a midlife crisis, and he's starting to notice things are different. Things are like,
That's how I look.
he's starting to notice everything is feels odd, feels fake. And he's questioning his reality.
See what I do with that light, Phil? That light says serious. You don't see it, but it says serious something star.
9 Canis, yeah.
Yeah, and that light right there. He noticed that light, that satellite, is for one of the main stars in the sky.
It's creating a star. It's creating a star at night, yeah.
I went on a rabbit hole on that light.
Yeah.
A lot of strange things have been happening. Stand by
They
me.
recreated the universe and the star system basically for this artificial world.
Yeah.
He
Also,
can't
man,
leave, and
this right here is pretty much like the beginning of flat Earth. Like if you're a flat earther, this is like basically what you believe in. Like,
I don't think they believe in that. But
yeah,
they believe there's an edge.
I asked a flat earther one time.
But they believe there's a fake sky. I never heard that.
They believe there's a fake sun.
I've heard that. That's ridiculous.
It's a big island with a bunch of lights that beams up.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's ridiculous.
Thing that I would ever do.
These people just skipped all the science class, I guess.
Because see, now everything that happened right here in this Truman Show is exactly what I was going to tell you last time about how, like this right here, this movie is way ahead of its time, man. Because now, if you have the money to pay for the technology, you could rent a 11-acre warehouse and construct your own world.
But what's his face?
With one
Tyler
light.
Perry.
No, I'm just saying he has his own actual
That's what I'm
movable
saying.
world.
He could do it. He could
But
do
I'm
it there.
talking about, we could do that in we don't need 11,000-acre world. We could just put a 20 square foot, a 2,000 square foot warehouse. We could lit it up like that and have a fake house with people passing by, fake people passing by, fake car moving, pretty much like the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy doing that? I think it's
So the show Jury Duty.
Yeah, we watched Jury Duty. Yeah.
And then there's the new one, which is.
I don't like the new one. Yeah, I don't like the new one. Have you tried watching it?
Yeah.
I don't like the new Jury Duty.
How about
thing.
the AI world they have now where
It is kind of like Truman Show because that guy, obviously that guy's not in on the joke and everyone's an actor, but they have ads for the show before the show starts, talking about like this company in the show is a fake company, but we're a real company. And they're advertising their products, and it's like, can you imagine how you must feel as the star to see commercials?
Yeah, that's weird. Commercial. Yeah.
also the actors supposedly the actors in Truman Show movie, the actors, like you audition to say hello to this guy every day.
Yeah.
Till you get old.
Yeah. So they have everyone, the friends, family, everybody in the community, the person who passes by on a bicycle who doesn't have a speaking line. That person is an actor. And those people, I guess, go home at the end of the day, except some of them, the really close friends, those people are like on call 24/7, I guess. And like the woman who plays his wife, and he has no idea. And in fact, he falls in love. Well, love at first sight, sort of from afar, with that woman, Sylvia. And then he's not supposed to fall in love with Sylvia because they've created a whole storyline where he falls in love with Meryl and marries her and has a whole storyline. And Meryl is Laura Linney, but he really likes Sylvia. everything kept him from pursuing a relationship with Sylvia. And then she just is taken off set and disappears. And she tries to tell him that she feels bad for him. And she tries to tell him he's in a fake world. It's a TV show, but she doesn't get to. They pull her away.
I'm going to be honest and say that every time I see Laura Linney in a movie, I think that she's going to backstab somebody because of Truman Show. I don't like her.
I find myself very bored with Laura Linney. I know she's a good actor, technically. I don't feel anything from her, and she ruins Love Actually for me. I just think she's the worst part, most boring part. Oh my gosh! But what was I saying? So they planned out his marriage and everything, and he does end up marrying Meryl, and he's not really happy in that marriage, and it does add to his questions of like, what is a marriage? What is happiness? What is, am I really? It's a weird manufactured existence. His best friend isn't even his best friend. He's an actor. And that's sad, They send him in whenever there's trouble.
His neighbor, that dude with the curly hair?
Yeah.
That neighbor?
That's his friend, yeah, his best friend.
His best friend, and he's fake. He did another show called The Americans.
Yeah.
And he's an FBI agent.
Yeah, I always think he's bad. He's always got a secret.
He's bad.
Yeah.
He's an FBI agent looking for Russian spies, while next door there's a Russian spy family living next door, and he interacts with them the whole show. He never realizes that he's been talking to spies, and he's been. Well, anyways, different story, but he plays the same kind of creepy character, like very annoying.
Creepy.
Like
There's a secret. You can't trust
fuck
him.
that guy too, man.
Go ahead and
good actor, by the way.
Click on Christoph explaining the reason behind this show.
Very believable.
Bored with watching actors give us phony emotions.
So people are bored. Viewers are bored with actors these days.
Special effects.
Which is true because
the world he inhabits
we've gone
is in some respects counterfeit. There's nothing fake about Truman himself. No scripts, no cue cards. It isn't always Shakespeare, but it's genuine.
Are they doing an interview for Truman Show?
Yeah, to promote
Truman Show, right?
To promote Truman Show. I guess it might be for the outside world.
Okay. That's part of the movie.
It's part of the movie, yes. This is the beginning. This is how it starts, and then they give fake credits here. Truman
Burbank. He was born in Burbank.
Top of this mountain, broken legs and all.
And Christoph is at Harris. They never met on the set, by the way. They're in scenes. They don't share any scenes where they see each other.
You're crazy, you know that.
But we have gone from.
For me, there is no difference between a private life.
See, this is an interview within the show too, or within the movie as well.
The Truman Show is a lifestyle. It's a noble life.
She studied Sears catalogs for her poise throughout this movie. Basically channeled Sears catalog models throughout everything she was doing.
Good.
She's very good.
All right, promise me one thing though.
But
If I die before I reach the summit, you'll use me as an
we've gone from big productions. Think back in the day on TV and movies, how it was like big lavish musicals, or
It's all real. Nothing
glamorous movie stars who didn't have any connection to the little people, all of us, you know what I mean? All the regular people in the world. And then we get reality shows.
That's an order.
And we start becoming interested in these people who are nobodies. So we elevate to this somebody level, I guess.
I don't get it. Like Duck Dynasty, I didn't watch one episode.
No.
I was never influenced by the old man. Whatever the old man had to say, I never believed anything he had to say. I never watched the show.
But there's a lot of reality shows that people just put all this time and stock into, and drama. They want their drama. Then now that becomes scripted, because unscripted really is scripted these days.
Yeah.
Then you go into, now we have social media. We're watching complete strangers. We're watching people sleep at night, some of us. You know what I mean? We are watching channels where somebody is sleeping all night. That is, are we bored and we want to, or do we want to see how other people live? How other people, it's very strange. And now celebrities who used to be the untouchable type celebrities now have to like suck it up and get on social media and do all this stuff and become more accessible.
Yeah.
And like Jennifer Aniston joined, and she's like, "What? I have to comment back to these people? I have to talk back to these?" You know, they're just shocked that people want a piece of you now.
A piece.
you can't just be an untouchable movie star who disappears. So this is the satellite falling out of the sky. He's confused. Never seen anything like this before. I don't even know if Truman has a TV. I don't see one in his house. He never sees TV. And I think in this little world, maybe they aren't watching TV. They just don't exist for him.
Here's a news flash just then. An aircraft in trouble began shedding parts.
And then
Welcome to Nana's Vale.
Yeah, and then they do a fake audio story, a radio story, so that he thinks that was just some weird occurrence.
Nope. Oh, good. This is classical fly with classical
But
fly, so why don't you forget about the pearls of
what else?
So what I was saying earlier about having that fake warehouse, you know, where you can make a fake world like this.
Yeah.
dog fancy, please.
That'd be a good place to house people who are in prison.
Yeah.
You just put them in a fake world like that. And then they act crazy, you put them back in their cell.
One of these, the wife.
Yeah, I think it would help.
Fashion mags.
Because, a lot of Holocaust survivors said that they survived purely by stop. They survived purely by. They believe they survived because they were imagining that they were out. They weren't. They were trying to avoid letting that world take them over. But it happens, you get isolated, you get depressed. Yeah, I want to show.
They pushed them into the ad.
Yeah, you can. Everything in this show, Truman Show, is for sale. The clothes they wear.
That's funny. They pushed them into that chicken cell.
Yeah, and then you could buy houses that you see on this show. You could buy the house, the same exact house. Those old ladies who watch occasionally, they're wearing the robe that she's wearing.
About that.
What?
How much for the women?
You can go to the next link, which is all the ads in the movie.
Like the Kardashian
So this
show.
is the first one. Yes, just like Kardashian. Well, they do this all the time. Well, not on every platform, but you can get like a link pops up, I think, if you're watching on certain Amazon movies and shows.
That is a beer.
Like doing a baked-in commercial for the beer.
I figured we can scrape together 8,000.
Every time you and Marlon get together,
We can
there's
bum around the world for a year on that.
You really ought to throw out that mower. Get one of those new elk rotaries. Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
I've tasted other cocos.
All right, we can
This
go.
is best.
And then they push him into the Holmes ad and everything. Yeah, they change the ad every time that they see him.
Every single day. The policy. We thought about it, and we're going to take.
All right, you can go to the next one. They even orchestrated his dad's death in the boating accident to make him fear the water so he won't leave. They have all sorts of schemes to not have him leave because then that means the show won't go on. You can go to where it's raining there. He's on the beach thinking about his dad.
I think we should head back. Oh, no, Dad. Yes. No, come on. We should go back. Listen.
I can't believe people go in the ocean on a little whack-ass boat like that.
That is a little whack-ass, but I wouldn't go in the ocean. So they control the weather in this world, too.
So that's
his father. Well, it's his fake dad.
But that really happened to him when they were little in that show. In the Truman Show.
In the show, back in the day. He's remembering it right now. But, he's adopted. It was an unwanted pregnancy. And they just used him and gave him a fake family and everything. They don't talk enough about that part, the history of him and growing up in Earth. Yeah. Fake moon, fake sun. You can go to the next one where... yeah. So they messed up there. And he notices it's only raining right where he was. It's kind of like that feeling when you're a kid, when you wonder especially when you start to get mad at your parents and you wonder, am I adopted? Or you kind of secretly hope you're adopted, or you're thinking that would be the only thing that would explain all this weirdness is if I were adopted and I found out.
So
anyway, go to the next. Sylvia tries to tell Truman what's up.
Truman.
What do they want?
Listen to me. Everybody knows everything you do. They're pretending, Truman. Do you understand? Everybody's pretending.
I don't know.
No. My name's not Lauren. It's Sylvia. My name's Sylvia. Yeah.
Lauren, sweetheart, not again. Hey, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm her father. What?
I've never even
Come on,
seen you
sweetie.
before.
We're doing it. Please, honey.
He's lying.
Honey, please.
Truman, please.
No,
Don't listen
no.
to him. Everything I've told you is the truth.
Please.
It's fake. It's all for you.
I don't
And the
understand.
sky and the
Come on,
sea,
honey.
everything. It's a set. It's a
You
show.
can go to the next one. He's trying to. He decides to try and leave town. They tell him that she went to Fiji, and then he has this idea in his head that he wants to go to Fiji, and he's.
We'll be fine.
Would you believe that?
They're trying to stop him from
Yeah.
going anywhere else.
And he's noticing a pattern here.
Truman?
What? I predict that in just a moment, we will see a lady on a red bike, followed by a man with flowers, and a Volkswagen Beetle with a dented fender.
Truman.
Look. Lady. Flowers. And...
Truman, this is silly.
There it is! There it is! There's the dented beetle! Yes!
Isaac and I always have a.
Want to know how I did that?
We have a running thing where we say Truman Show. We're in the Truman Show again. Whenever we're trying to do something or in a hurry, like I'm trying to get out of my house to get here or to go pick you up or whatever, and then I run into every obstacle possible that stops me along the way. Yeah, 2 trains coming to you and you were late. He woke up late and he had 2 trains too.
Okay.
And I've been stopped by slow-ass trucks. All of a sudden, they're trimming the trees on the sidewalk. You can go to the next one. He tries to leave again on a bus, thinking that, this will work. At this point, he's trying to go anywhere to get out of this town. He's testing the limits.
Thank you.
That's the bus.
Here we come. Hi. Hello. Hi. Sisters.
Mom, isn't that cute over the front?
This was a real bus. This is not part of the staging, but because he just decided to do this out of nowhere. But now they have a problem, so they have to figure something out.
It's not a real bus?
It is a real bus. The bus driver is basically fucking everything up because he knows he can't leave with him. Or he's making it sound like they can't leave. Yeah, he ran the engine right there.
Everybody off. We've got a problem.
But you could see the bus driver's sad for him at the end, but he's doing his job.
I'm sorry, son.
Try to win an Emmy on that one.
And then the next one, you can go to the next link. He is trying to figure out if he's really in a real marriage here.
Some help, Truman. You're not well.
Pretty much being gaslighted his whole life, right?
She'll throw an ad right now how he needs.
You can't stand me.
That's not true. Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
I've tasted other cocos. This is the best.
What the hell does this
Make me one.
with anything? Tell me what's happening!
Well, you're having a nervous breakdown. That's what's happening.
You're part of this, aren't you?
Roman!
Meryl!
She pulls out that multi-use device.
You're scaring me, Meryl. What are you gonna do? Dice me? Slice me or peel me? There's so many choices!
No! Do something!
What'd you say? Who are you talking to?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
You said do something.
No, I didn't talk. I wasn't talking to anybody. Roman!
Talk to me!
I don't know anything. Please stop.
Yeah, and they sent his friend over.
Truman?
Larry brings beer.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
So anyway, that's where he really starts to realize everybody's in on it.
Yeah.
And go to the next one. He tries to leave by sailing, and then they create a storm. So he capsizes, which he does. He almost drowns, but then his boat runs
The
into...
Universal movie?
No, it's Paramount, and this is not...
That looks like the lake in
It does.
Universal.
It looks like the
Where they
lake
borrowed
that
it.
was used for Jaws and all that stuff, but it's not. It's Paramount. It was actually, all this was shot in Florida, or most of this is shot in Florida in a small community that looks like the seaside 50s village. So he finds the edge of the dome, the world that they live in, or he lives in. And so basically, from here on out, the voice of God comes through, Ed Harris, and tries to convince him to stay and says there's nothing else out there that you're going to find that makes any more sense than this world. And you can play the next clip.
Talk to me. Say something.
That was the first time he made himself known, that director guy, creator.
Say something, goddammit. You're on television.
Is he talking to him?
Yeah.
Can you hear him?
He can hear him. He can't see him. That's that, yeah. Jerry Steinfeld, she always plays the waitress. And then there's Sylvia watching.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
I guess we assume he runs off to be with her, but you never find out.
He becomes a cable guy here.
He becomes a cable. He was a cable guy already before this.
Yeah, you don't find your house.
This movie was huge. This movie made $264 million and earned multiple Oscar nominations. Spent 2 weeks at number 1, then 7 more weeks in the top 10 after that. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure about that second home.
The saddest part though, right here, is that everybody goes, "What else is on?"
Exactly.
And that just shows, and they say it immediately. Like that
What
just
else
shows
is
how
on?
fickle viewers are. How we think everybody puts all this stock into this one project, but they're on to the next.
Which is what this show's all about. Do you even binge?
Do you even binge?
Because when you binge a bunch of stuff, I felt like that after I binged all the fucking Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
After the third time and fourth time, and the Friends from College.
Friends from College stuck with me for years. I still think of things from that show, but also like Mad Men. That was 7 seasons, and I was so in that world, and Mrs. Maisel too. I was so in that world that when it ended, I felt a loss. I felt like I could see this world go on
Even
more
in
and
Lost,
more.
right? You saw Lost?
I saw Lost, but I was out after season 3, I think, because I couldn't take it anymore. Let's do 2 more real quick. We'll run through these real fast. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 2004, directed by Michel Gondry and written by Charlie Kaufman. What's this movie about?
This movie is about the future, man. People cannot deal with heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot deal with losing somebody. They want to forget people. They want to ease their way out. They don't want to do alcohol. They don't want to learn a new hobby. They don't want to deal with the problem, man, of forgetting. So they go with this guy right here, man, Tom Wilkinson. And this guy, man, can erase stuff out of your mind.
Certain bad memories.
Just say, you want to get over your lover? This guy will just have that one memory you have of your lover, like when you first met, that first email they sent you, gone, man. Or you were in the back of the bus and you said something real funny, and the person in the back came up to you going, "You're really funny." He goes, "I see you catching the bus all the time." That memory gone, man, gone forever, which is sad because you want those memories, man. All those memories are what makes you and builds you as a human being, and gives you growth, gives you confidence. You think I would want to erase everything I learned from Lisa Esparza? Hell no, I'll be back to being a dumb idiot again.
Stupid. That's right, though. There are 3 big messages, I think, from this movie. The first one, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
Loved at all.
That quote right there, because do you really want to forget that you had this experience? The good parts, you're going to forget the good parts and the bad parts.
And the bad parts.
And also what you just said, we as humans need pain to grow, to develop as people, to get better, to get smarter, to learn, to better ourselves. And then there's another thing is that we keep gravitating toward the same person or type of people in our lives, because even though they erase their minds or their memories of each other, they still find their way back. And we don't know how many times they've done this procedure with each other.
Wow.
We don't know, because there are several times that they've erased each other and come back together. And Kirsten Dunst also had fallen for Tom Wilkinson, her boss, and he's an older man, and they had an affair, and then her memory is erased of him, and she doesn't realize it till the end, and then she decides to return the tapes to everybody and all that stuff.
And she went through all those guys in that outfit. Ruffalo too.
She was dating Mark Ruffalo and all that, and then she may have dated Elijah Wood, who knows? But Elijah Wood steals the memories that they collect from Jim Carrey to try and get Clementine to fall for him. He uses Jim Carrey's words, funny quips, little, cute gifts he gave her. He does all those things with her, and she thinks for the first time that they're coming from him, not Jim Carrey, because she doesn't remember Jim Carrey.
Someone had a favorite quote, and then you meet them later on, you know what their favorite quote is, you just say it out loud. Oh, wait, it's mine too.
You're just a zealot. You just try to copy what people like and match what they like to make them like you. That's how you got free pizza this morning from the gas station lady. She likes you. You said, "Oh yeah, I like curry."
I went in and I said, "Man, do you guys sell hot dog buns?" She said, "No, but you want? How many you need? 4." So then I started grabbing stuff that I wanted to buy, like chips and stuff. Then she just threw in pizza, man. How was the pizza? Good? Haven't tried it yet. 7-Eleven breakfast pizza.
7-Eleven breakfast pizza. It's the same as the dinner pizza yesterday. Anyway, so yeah, it's this story came about because it's Charlie Kaufman, one of my favorite writers. It's not really considered a sci-fi writer, but he is a sci-fi writer, yes.
What else did he write again?
He wrote Adaptation, which is one of my favorite movies ever.
A good movie, man.
I love Adaptation, which is about himself as a writer adapting a book into a movie. But he also wrote Being John Malkovich.
And Nick Nolte an adaptation?
No.
Okay.
Chris Cooper is an adaptation. He plays like the kind of hillbilly.
Nick Nolte's not in it?
No, Nick Nolte is definitely not in this.
There's a sodomizing scene in this movie?
No. In adaptation?
Yeah.
Sodomizing? What movie are you thinking of?
Never mind.
No, Meryl Streep's in it. Chris Cooper.
But
Charlie
there's no
Nicolas
scene-
Cage is playing
There's
Charlie
no scene
Kaufman.
where escape convicts come in and they attack everybody, even the mom and the kids. And then the kid comes out and blasts it. She kills everybody with a shotgun, and he's telling it to a therapist. No,
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe that's a Nick Nolte movie then.
Maybe. I don't know this. No, this is Charlie Kaufman. It's Nicolas Cage. It's not even the movie we're talking about, but this is adaptation is
Who's the main star of this movie?
Nicolas Cage. He plays Charlie Kaufman and his twin brother. Charlie Kaufman does not have a twin brother, but he wrote one in there for play the trailer of adaptation, even though it has nothing to do with this. But Charlie Kaufman wrote Being John Malkovich too. All of those are somewhat sci-fi-ish
Somebody
in a
named
way.
Cooper not in this movie?
Chris Cooper.
Chris Cooper's in it.
Sweating.
Oh man, I need to watch it again.
She thinks I'm bald.
He's adapting a
I would never in a million years sleep.
he's adapting a novel
you're great.
Oh, thanks. Wow, that's
into a
nice to
movie,
hear.
and he has writer's block. It's really about his writer's block that ultimately.
Being John Malkovich, he wrote too.
Yeah, Being John Malkovich, he wrote.
I'm going up to Santa Barbara this Saturday, and I was wondering.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So
Judy
I'll just
Greer.
Be right back with your pie then.
Drum roll, please. I'm gonna be a street.
You really have a twin brother or alter ego?
No, it's an alter ego.
I'm putting in a chase sequence.
Nice.
So the killer flees on horseback, cops after them on a motorcycle.
And he's
it's
basically
like a battle
talking about how he's
between
going to adapt this book
like
to make it
technology
interesting.
versus horse.
Anyway, you can go back to the
Susan, we would really like to option this. You want to
back to our world, which is let's play the trailer for it. We played the trailer, right? Yeah. Let's play Strangers on a Train. Yeah. This is how they meet. We think we don't even know where this movie starts. This movie jumps around all over time, space, and time, and feels like a dream. And you know that feeling when you had a good dream and you're trying to chase it, so it doesn't go away as you're waking up.
I hate when it happens, man. I'm
But
having a
you
good
can't
ass
catch
dream
it.
somewhere, and then I close my eyes, and I know I'm sleeping, but I feel like giving it tight.
Rockville.
Then I'm naked in the back of the classroom. Then I'm falling, trying to break my fall. I'm trying to get up this bridge that never ends.
The bridge that never ends. I
And
have
then
that
I
dream all
finally
the
make it back to
time.
the classroom with clothes on, but I missed this class all year, and I'm gonna fail, and my mom's gonna find out. Why do I care so much that I'm 35 in a classroom?
I still have dreams about waiting tables and being in the weeds and being the only waiter of the whole restaurant because everybody else called off sick. That's another dream I have all the time. But going over the bridge and it never ending is a common dream for me. We can go to the next clip here. This is the beginning of the movie, and she doesn't recognize Joel, and that's how he realized it. But Charlie Kaufman didn't come up with the basic kernel of this movie, which is it was suggested by an artist friend of Michel Gondry, a French guy. Turn it up.
I was thinking that this thing, besides the relationship part, which is whatever you need that, but like if you have trauma or a bad memory you want to erase, it'll be good for that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
trauma's good.
Sometimes you just cannot move on from trauma.
Yeah.
And you can be you're having a good time. The people are praising you. Then you go to your bathroom and do a bump and start crying again. Man, but if you have this memory thing, I would love to not remember that my dad whipped me with a fucking washing machine hose for fucking hitting a soccer ball in a window and breaking it. And then he backhanded my mom, and then she bled.
So she doesn't recognize him when he shows up to give her a Valentine's Day gift, and she's had her memory erased. He's telling David Cross and his wife, see how the lights are going off? That memory's already going away. And I think he's already getting his memory erased before he even goes to get his memory erased. You know what I mean? This has happened before already. So David Cross wants to make him feel better. This is the crux of the movie and what that guy suggested. He said, to Michelle Gondry years ago, what if you got a postcard in the mail that one of your friends had you, or your ex had you erased from their memory? How would you feel? And that was the beginning of the movie idea.
Yeah.
The problem is that so many people think about their trauma. They think about a breakup, or they're going through a breakup, and they feel that this is the worst they're going to feel in their lives. They feel like this is the trauma they want to get rid of, but it's really not.
What are you doing? Well, what's your fucking suggestion, Carrie? What's your brilliant recent solution? Oh, you want to make this about our shit now? I agree. It's not about us. It's about Joel, who's an adult, okay? Not Mama Carrie's kid.
Oh, he's doing the postcard, huh?
Yeah, he's taking out the postcard that they gave him. He's trying to help him realize why she didn't remember him.
You have been erased.
Pretty much.
Imagine I would have got one of those by somebody that I owe money to.
You would go over there and try to make them remember you. I think you would.
Not if I owe them money.
Not if you owe them money.
I'm like, I find G's, your friend has to erased. Oh my God.
That's different. Go to the next one. This is him losing. Jump to around 145, I think. It wouldn't let me do it at the house. I don't know why. Right there. And this is the famous scene on the ice. He's super happy right now. But then now, the memory is disappearing. He's losing his memories.
And they're laying there with Crackhead Barney.
Yeah, you don't get to choose which ones you want to keep.
Yeah. So this is his memory erasing, huh?
Yeah, and he's going through it right now, and he doesn't want that memory gone. And this is what's going on in the real world while they're erasing his memory.
Which I always think when I'm going under the dental office was what's really going down.
Yeah, so Mark Ruffalo and Kirsten Dunst are boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're decided to just party around his house while he's out of it. So he decides to start hiding his good memories with her within other memories so that they can't find those memories. But then the whole movie starts to feel like a dream at this point.
So they're like going to the deeper memory where you can't even find.
Childhood memories where she doesn't belong, so that they won't go looking in that part of his memory for these things.
I'm going to have to hide her at summer camp.
They say that when Jim Carrey first met Michelle Gondry, the director, about starring in the film, he was going through a depression period in his life, and he wasn't allowed to seek treatment. I think they prevented him from going to seek treatment. And over lunch, he said to Jim Carrey, "You're so beautiful right now. You're so broken. It's perfect. Like, please don't get well." And that's when Jim Carrey realized how fucked up this business can be. But look, that's Grand Central Station. Everybody's disappearing. Yeah. This is like a dream right here. Trying to go through these rooms and find where you are, and you're seeing weird people and faces. And none of this was special effects. They're really like just, he's moving, he's changing his clothes and going to sit in the other chair and then going back again. Like, go to the next, the total dream state at the very bottom of that page. I'm just jumping ahead so we can finish this.
Good now. Tell me about
Just tell me everything you remember. That's what he said. Then.
Why did we see that day?
Oh, we saw this one. Okay, sorry. So eventually, Kristen Dunst sends everybody's tapes back to them because she feels like this is a horrible thing to have been done to people. Even though she had it done, she realizes it was done, and she doesn't think this is something people should be doing. So she sends their tapes back, and you can click on the next one.
She had an affair with Tom Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Which I think he must have.
You think he like brainwashed her?
He must have brainwashed her in the beginning too. So I don't get that.
So they heard her tape in the car where she said she didn't like him anymore and she wanted to erase him. These are the audio tapes from the doctor's office, or doctor, when they go in initially. So she's going up to his apartment.
So weirdo guy, but
she doesn't remember living there.
Was that the first time she went home?
She's going into his home.
Oh, she has no memory of that.
She has no memory of it, but she hears his voice talking about why he didn't like her and wants to erase her from his memory. So you're basically hearing the ugliest things about each other on these tapes.
Is that the painting that Elijah Wood stole?
Yeah. It's just realizing you've been here before many, many, many times. You can go to the next movie. We'll skip to this. The next one, last one we're going to talk about is I Love You, Phillip Morris. This movie is awesome, so funny, so sad, so sweet, so... It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Who works so hard to make us happy. Amen.
Amen.
It's just sometimes I want to cry when I think about how happy I am.
I'm gay.
You're what?
Gay, 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 gay. It didn't take me long to realize.
This was really funny, by the way.
Really good movie. Very few people saw this movie. It only made $20 million at the box office, cost $13 million.
But probably one of Jim Carrey's best work.
Probably one of his best things he's ever been in. And they don't make fun of the homosexuality. They don't do it in a jokey way. It's a true love story that they show here.
Yeah, it's just a thing that is.
Yeah. And it's based on a true story of Stephen J. Russell, who's played by Jim Carrey.
Nice to meet you, Stephen Russell. My name is Phillip Morris.
He starts off as a happily married man with a child.
Could I say that?
He's a cop.
I have Mandela effect of that movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember this movie, and in my head, I keep thinking about it. And when I saw Ewan McGregor, I know that he stars in this movie, but my memory is that it was Aaron Eckhart.
That was my memory too, that it was Aaron Eckhart. I was so...
The video, if you see the old poster, it looks like him.
I think it's the poster looks like Aaron Eckhart, Two-Face in Batman.
Yeah.
But I also avoided this movie when it first came out because I thought it was about Philip J. Morris, the tobacco company.
What I thought. So Aaron Eckhart, he's in this movie, right? But he's also another movie.
Thank you for not smoking or something like that, right?
Yeah, so I thought this movie was another version of that movie about cigarettes.
I was so confused.
Fucking idiot here.
So anyway, he's happily married with a child and he's a cop. And then he gets in a car accident and then he starts to rethink his life. And he decides, I'm going to come out as gay. I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Then he discovers it's expensive being gay. And you got to look good and all this stuff. So he starts to do cons. He becomes a con man and a fraudster. He starts doing like slip and fall fraud accidents and doing insurance fraud. Lots of things. Embezzlement at a company he starts working at. And then he gets sent to prison.
He becomes the CFO of a company.
Yeah. And that's crazy. And then he goes to prison. He lies about everything. He says he's a doctor. He says he's a lawyer. He says he's the CFO. He's this financial genius. And then he meets Philip in prison. And then he doesn't really want to leave prison because he gets out and then Philip's still in there. And then he pretends to be his lawyer to get him out. All this stuff really happened, by the way. And then, so here we start off here with he's rejected by his birth mother when he goes looking for her.
Hilarious.
This is before he comes out as gay, but...
He's a regular sheriff here.
something wrong, officer?
Are you Barbara Baxum?
Yes, is something wrong?
You gave a baby up for adoption, correct?
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
You were young. I know you made a mistake giving me away, but... Mom, please, let me finish. We all make mistakes. What I came here to say is that I forgive you. Because none of us is perfect. But now with a fresh start, we can build.
I have no idea what you're talking
We can build.
She says, I had no idea what you're talking about, Stephen.
Okay.
She knows his name.
It's a lot at once. I'll come back. How's that? I'll come back later. I'll bring us some coffee, and we can talk about why you abandoned me and kept your other two children. I was the middle child. What was wrong with me?
I was the middle child.
That's fucked up.
I know. You know what? That kind of happened with Kevin Shea. Remember when PK was talking on our podcast about going to Korea to meet his mother? And she had two other kids around he was like the middle child, I think. Sad. Okay, he goes to prison. You can go to the next clip. And this is him giving the new prisoner. This is hard to find clips, by the way. There was a lot of anti-gay sentiment around this movie. And
the gays didn't like it?
No, non-gay. The distributing company, there's a lot of graphic sex stuff and sex talk in this movie.
Yeah, but it just makes the movie flow.
It does, but I think people were turned off by it, so it took a long time to get distributed.
They're okay with American me.
They're okay with a lot of stuff.
Hi. Welcome to prison. I'm Steven.
Oh, that's the funniest scene there.
Oh, don't be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you. First time? Yeah. You just need to know some ins and outs and you'll be fine. Hey, let me show you around. Law library. I pretty much live here. Don't really have anybody on the outside, except for my ex-wife and my kids, so I hunker down here, learn everything there is to know about the law. Ask me anything. See him? Over there? Him? Anything you want from the outside, he's the guy. Candy, cigarettes, drugs, whatever. He's the guy. Just keep in mind, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Or you could suck his dick. Your choice. You're gonna catch a beating any day now. That's just the way it is. I lost 3 teeth, cracked a vertebrae. Anyway, all you gotta do is fight back. Win or lose, just fight back. Or you could try to suck the guy's dick. Your choice.
Letters, magazines, shit like that, it all goes through unmolested. But if grandma sent you cookies, corn or brownies or whatever, you'd have to pay for it if you want to get it. $5 per item, or you can suck my dick.
Your choice.
Your choice.
Anyway, that's the whole shebang. You'll do great. Don't worry. And if you need anything at all, you just ask me, all right?
So, do I need to suck your dick?
That'd be great.
That'd be great. And then here he is. He meets Phillip Morris. Officially, he saw him from across the yard, and
he never goes to the yard.
He never goes to the yard. He saw him across the room or whatever. Yeah. And he noticed he was new.
Yeah, there was like a prison mini fight, and
That's
he was
right,
walking away with his book reading, and Jim Carrey saw him across the room. That guy was getting stabbed.
Civil law. I'm an attorney.
So he lied.
I
He said,
never go out in the yard.
he said, I'm an attorney right there. He
Yeah,
lies.
lied.
I don't know what I'm doing. There's a guy I know. He's in the infirmary.
There are
now.
attorneys in jail.
He's sick, real sick. He AIDS. Well, I thought maybe that I could find a way to get him some help, some real help. Not here, but so I thought maybe I could. I don't even really know what I'm looking for.
Tell him to get in touch with the Prisoner Rights Committee. They deal with this all the time, pro bono. I got the number.
Why, thank you.
My name is Stephen Russell.
Nice to meet you, Stephen Russell. My name is Philip
Morris.
And this is again, like I said, that's treated like any other romantic relationship. And this is
This is after they moved them together? Or
yeah, he got moved to his cell.
Cleavon, put this in.
No, not now, man. I'm fucking busy.
It's important.
How important?
Here.
10.
What? Fine. You gotta play the whole thing.
All right.
Here, promise.
Fuck you. Fuck you, man. My word is my motherfucking bond. Fuck you.
That guy though, he does all the favors for you and mail, care packages, whatever he needs.
Yeah.
And then they beat the fuck out of him for playing that music. But you don't turn it off because his word is bond.
What is your problem?
So anyway, they're going to have a dance scene here. But the real life Stephen escaped prison 5 times and never hurt anyone in the process. He stole civilian clothing, a walkie-talkie. He pretended, just like he dyes his scrubs and makes them or outfit and makes it look like scrubs. He did all these things to get out of prison. He pretended he had AIDS, just like he does in this, to get out of prison. He pretended to have AIDS again to get out of prison. And he was serving a 144-year sentence in Texas. Under heightened security, he spent 16 of his 26 years in solitary confinement, 1 hour a day for showering and exercising.
Yeah.
And he was released in 2024 after serving 26 years. The real Phillip Morris appears in here in a cameo as Stephen's lawyer, by the way. But I couldn't get a clip because they don't have clips here. But the real Phillip Morris actually passed away last year in September. And then Stephen, I want to read this book. He wrote a book after coming out of prison called Life After Phillip Morris, which starts off where the film ends.
Yeah.
And talks extensively about his time in prison, which he said broke him as a person. And they said that he got such a long sentence, mostly because he embarrassed the state of Texas and George Bush, who was governor at the time, because he escaped so many times and made them look bad. And fooled people into thinking he was an attorney and all this stuff. So,
I like the one where he's dressed up like the lead singer of Queen with tight shorts.
yeah, they only show it in the trailer. I couldn't find the clip.
I start laughing. He goes, fucking Vice.
Yeah, they think he's a vice cop. You can go to the next scene where they're breaking up. He realizes he'd lied to him the whole time.
Don't. I love you.
He's wearing the same suit as when he's a lawyer in Liar, Liar, Liar.
Yeah, he does look like Liar, Liar.
Just lies.
And Bruce Almighty.
He's such an asshole.
Mm.
You took advantage of me just like all the others.
Jim Carrey should play Jim Jones, like a real biopic.
That'd be really good.
A real biopic.
I think he might get too much into that role like he did with Andy Kaufman. Man on the Moon was going to be another one we were going to watch, but there's no time for all these.
Next time.
I got somebody waiting out there. So he's mad. They break up. He never wants to see him again. Now they go to the next scene. He's dying of AIDS, which in real life, he took laxatives.
He's really dying of AIDS this time?
No, he never dies of AIDS. He never had AIDS.
He lied.
He lied. He fooled the doctors. He fudged his tests. He fudged documents and paperwork. And here they think he's on his deathbed. He wanted to see him one more time. That's why he lies. He took laxatives and diet pills and just didn't eat so he could waste away like this and basically shit himself and look like he had the symptoms of AIDS.
Sometimes I don't know who you are. I love you. I'll never stop loving you. I guess you and me are just fools for love or something. Written in the stars or some crap like that.
Ricky Ricardo.
But it was never better than with you, Steve. Never more real.
It's funny, all the clips are very sappy clips. You can't even tell that this is a comedy mostly. But it's comedy and there are some drama, a lot of dramatic moments. You can go to the next one. Stephen isn't dead. And this is the last clip we've got.
Your lawyer's here.
Let me tell you something. Your lawyer's here. So Philip thought he died?
He thought that was his deathbed call there.
But he knows he escaped now, huh?
That was a funny stop right there, that weird freeze frame.
I know. I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to find
Yeah,
out.
he does look like Walton Goggins. He shaved his hairline,
telling
actually,
you.
on purpose. He said he seems like he would be a very cerebral person, this character. So he shaved his hairline back a little bit. He does look a lot like him. Not exactly. The teeth and the balding. Yeah, he escaped by acting like he needed to be in hospice, and he got a hospice transfer. He just was able, he impersonated people on the phone to get out of things, to fudge paperwork, to get released. All sorts of crazy things.
Listen,
he really did play the
I just
system.
came here to tell you one thing, and that's it.
Okay, we can end this, but that is I Love You Phillip
Do you even
Morris.
binge?
Do you even
I love it, Philip
binge?
Morris, Cable Guy.
Cable Guy,
Eternal Spotless
Truman
Mind.
Show, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is made even more depressing by, I forgot to mention, the Beck song, the Beck cover of Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime, which is such a sad song, especially the Beck version, which is so heavy. All right, that's it. See you next time. Bye-bye.
See you in the movies. Testy 1, 2, 2. How you like these testes?
What? Stupid.
Do you even binge?
Do you even binge?